Hello everyone, and welcome to another CBC Dashboard demonstration video. This one is focusing on the user entry for the Personnel tab. As always, you can find us at CBCDashboard.com, and you can like us at CBC Dashboard on Facebook or follow us on Twitter at CBC Dashboard. Now let's dive into some user entry. Alright, here we go. We are on the user entry tab. And today we're not going to edit any information, we're simply going to add new user input. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is click on Add New User Input. We want to make sure that we select our date first. We're going to do March, and let's do 2014. Give it a second, it'll update up there. Alright, now on to the Personnel tab. The first step, we're going to be looking at number of employees. We're not looking for full-time equivalency, we're looking for head count here. So if you have a dismantler, if he works 40, 50 hours, whatever, we're just going to count him as one. Okay? We'll say we have one salesperson as well, one yard and warehouse. Now when it comes to part-time employees, depending on the number of hours they work is how we're going to count them. If it's a 10-hour-a-week employee, we'll count them as 0.25. If it's a 20-hour-a-week employee, we're going to count them as 0.5 for part-time. Now, in terms of splitting functions, let's take a owner-manager here, and let's say this owner-manager wears all hats of buying, inventory, administrator, as well as being an owner-manager. So what we want to do here is split his time by where it's spent. Let's say he spends half his time doing buying and inventory, quarter of his time performing an administrative task, and the other quarter is spent doing owner manager work. Okay, that serves for our purpose of how we're going to split his wages down below. So let's say this owner manager makes $4,000 for this period. Half of that is going to go to the buyer inventory function, and then a quarter each is going to go for the wages and administrative. That is the only purpose in splitting the task up here, is so that we can match their wages below. Now for the sake of simplicity, let's say that everyone else makes $1,000 for the month, except for our driver who's making $250 for the month. I know I'm a slave driver. We don't have any other wages, so we'll put 0 in here. We want you also to include overtime in the wages above, and then whatever total amount of overtime we have below, let's say we have $200 in overtime for this period, we'll also put down here. Once you have finished that, you're going to go ahead and you're going to click the Add button to submit that information. If you're going to fill out the sheet, you could go ahead and fill out the remainder of the tabs before clicking Add as well. Now that we've added, you can see that the date range we just did is not showing up on the first page, so we're going to click over to the second page to make sure it's there, and yep, March 2014 is in there. It says complete, and that just means that we have data in there. So that concludes the personnel video for user entry. Be on the lookout for more user entry videos for your other tabs. As always, any questions and comments, please leave them below or on our Facebook or on Twitter, and we'll try and get back to you as quickly as we can. Thank you very much.